It's hard mode! Yeah, while I was shimmering the emblem, I was thinking about the Calamity progression where you have to defeat mechs in order to unlock new ores. Then I remembered that you can just smash altars and get a shit ton of ore to spawn. I was doing some mining when I reached this mushroom cave and my gravity switched sides with me falling upwards, but why? Yeah, it took a while to realize that this was caused by being in the underground hollow. First upgrade would be the armor set, my choice being the adamantite set for no particular reason. Then I killed some mimics and got killed by some sort of fake hearts lingering on the ground. Fortunately I got a star cloak, so I was able to get an essential accessory, that being the mana cloak. I continued with some side quests when I stumbled upon this king slime sized rainbow slime which was throwing spikes towards me like crazy. One side quest was to get a crystal serpentine, a mage weapon that is a personal favorite and the best choice for this stage, and I kid you not, it took me this time to get it. Look at me struggling to build houses upside down instead of just getting a craft pot. The side quests continue with me killing a hollowed mimic that shoots jester arrows apparently, then in the underground corruption biome where I used a battle cry and made this process way more chaotic than it already was, then at home where thanks to quality of life mods I managed to craft a golden shower. Moreover, I got a wizard enchantment and I swear to god I gotta calm down and actually read what every item makes and not equip it just because it looks cool. Now back to even more mining and crafting the titanium armor set, which is a bit better than what I already had. Yeah, you can tell that I was getting ready for the next fights, or actually was the queen slime the next one on the list? There we go, that was a pretty close fight. I'm kinda surprised that I managed to do this on my first try and also get a new pair of wings that can also remove the gravitation feature from the underground. Well, next up, I wanted to get a crystal assassin enchantment and for it I needed 50 smoke bombs, and now the hard part. A unicorn head on a stake, which is a rare drop from the unicorns. I quickly lost patience and decided to move on to the mech, starting with Skeletron Prime. Did bro really want to kill me with one hit like the Dungeon Guardian? I guess we will never find out. But anyway, Skeletron Prime has been defeated on the first try. Maybe the same will happen with the twins. Honestly, so far it has been so good with me constantly being able to dodge up until one moment when Spasmatism didn't stop chasing and burning me, a little helpless man. Eventually some witchcraft happened and I died. What the fuck does this thing in here and why does it exist? Mom, can we have Duke Fishron at home? Nope, we have Duke Fishron at home. Meanwhile, Fishron at home being an absolute terrorist and killing me without any mercy. Next up, the Mighty Destroyer. I swear the devs of this mod really love circles. Honestly, I kinda thought that I will do this on the first attempt. How foolish. I tried once again with a meteor shower, but guess what happened? I was like, maybe I can do the twins first, but nope, I kept on dying right before killing them. Again, and again. Well, how about I get full warding on my accessories? Turns out this was the key to success, since this is the winning attempt. There we go! Twins defeated after almost dying to them again. What I really love about the mage class is the diversity of weapons you can get, the rainbow rod and the magical harp being some of the most unique weapons which I couldn't wait to craft since the start of this run, but unfortunately I had high hopes that the magical harp will just obliterate the destroyer, when in reality it was just dealing average DPS. I tried again and died, then again and said fuck this, we're doing the fish run at home instead. Yep, yet another fight that I was kinda proud of. You know what I wasn't proud of though? This fight. Finally, all 3 mechs defeated, a process that took a bit too much but worth the wait. Dubious Circuity, another accessory which is a combination of accessories dropped by bosses, another accessory where I'm too lazy to read the tooltip. Next up, Aerolus Boots, the equivalent for the Angel Threads from Calamity, then spreading the Crimson in this world since I have to get some key items for enchantments such as the drops from the Crimson Mimic which has weird behavior, then defeating the Brain of Cthulhu which has weird behavior. There we go, it didn't really take ages. It's time for the most beloved part of Hardmode, that being the jungle grinding. Well, all I did was to get enough chlorophyte for an armor set and the pure heart, which is yet another accessory with too much text. I'm joking guys, I swear I actually read all of these. Next up would be looking for life roots, but I decided to check the boss list instead and I noticed that before Plantera I can defeat something named Lifelike, a hollow boss. Well, how bad can this be? Fair enough. Well, all it took was to place a few platforms and there it was. Enjoy the next boss fight. Honestly, I really like this fight and the design of the boss, it really fits in the hollow biome. Speaking of the hollow biome, I'm back looking for unicorns to kill for the head on a stick, and fortunately I didn't have to get lucky in order to get it, but I just had to kill 50 unicorns, then use the banner, add a solidifier and craft the unicorn head on a stick. That way I was finally able to craft the Crystal Assassin enchant, which unfortunately didn't have any upgrade. I checked the wiki for weapons and I realized that I have to kill the Lifelike for one more time since it drops this crystalline congregation thingy. Yeah, honestly this didn't really seem so good and oh, I see. Well, back to the jungle, mining for life roots. How many? Enough for a HP overdose. I checked more enchants and actually crafted another one, this chlorophyte enchantment being recommended for this stage. Then making the arena for Plantera. Here we go. We got glowing mushroom Plantera before GTA 6. Bro, what the fuck is this fight? I swear to god Plantera spawning man-eaters made this way worse than it already was. Yep, died again and for one last time. Yes, Plantera has been defeated and what a time to be alive. This is probably the best stage as a mage player. Hardmode Dungeon, the place where all wishes come true, especially as a mage, since I can get 4 brand new weapons, those being the Inferno Fork, the Spectre Staff, the Magnet Spear and the Shadow Beam Staff. Moreover, I can get the Ectoplasm and craft the Spectre armor set afterwards and then start taking on invasions, the first one being the Frostmoon, which had to give 2 incredible weapons. Yup, the first one was the Razorpine, which has been nerfed by Eternity mode. I also wanted the Blizzard Staff, but I kept on dying to the Ice Queen, so I didn't get it from this invasion. I noticed that I could craft it, but look at this, nerfed as well. Fuck! Anyways, moving on, Frost Legend, done for the memes and specific accessory. Then the Pumpkin Moon Invasion, from which I had to get only one weapon that hopefully isn't nerfed by Eternity mode. This wasn't really chaotic, but it was kinda laggy. I had to kill a few pumpkins, but in the end I managed to get the Bat Scepter, a must-have weapon as a mage. Next up, I thought that it might be a great idea to summon Golem on the surface. How stupid! Don't think that the fight was far better inside this small room because this guy wasn't messing around. At one point I said life drain and hope for the best, but instead I died again. Yeah, honestly this fight was so brutal, so I was like, how about I get a change in my loadout once again? Not only that, but how about I take on a boss that I'm 100% sure that I will defeat on my first try. Said and done, the fish run defeated on my first try after a cool fight. The cool part about this being a vanilla fight is that I can buy treasure bags and get the fish on wings and the bubble gun as well. Yep, this was incredibly strong, but what I had to do was to optimize movement and dodge more, so here we go. This is an attempt where I tried my best. Good, Golem defeated as well, meaning that I get closer and closer to the endgame bosses, which I'm sure that I will defeat without smashing the table a single time. Pretty nice spell tome, but I'm not really sure how I'll get to use it against the next boss. Might have noticed that while I was killing unicorns, I got a few prismatic lace wings from pixies, I think. Now, it was the time to use them in order to summon the Empress of Light, which looks like everything, but not an Empress. Yep, this is just your typical modded Empress of Light fight, and I quickly realized that this was going to be painful. I died again and again, then I was like, wait a minute, I remember there is another weapon that I can get at this point which can decimate the Empress, so here we go, I'm doing the Martians instead and defeat the Martian Saucer. I did, without dying, but also without getting the laser machine gun. Killed another one? Nope. Killed another one, and there it was, the laser machine gun, a weapon that, if paired with the Spectre armor set, can get to absolutely wreck the bosses. Next up, doing some more side quests involving the Dread Nautilus and some crafting processes, then trying the Old One's army without using the sentries from the Tavern Keeper because I am playing mage only. Yup, this went just as we would expect it to go, with the first wave being easier, then the sixth wave being an absolute pain in the ass, then Betsy. Yeah, that's literally all I have to say about Betsy. Fortunately, Fargos mod adds this item that lets you summon Betsy again without needing to reach the 7th wave all over again, so that was cool since I didn't have to waste a lot of time with the other waves. I managed to kill Betsy and it dropped some cool stuff, but not what I was looking for. I killed it again and there it was, the Betsy's Wrath, a great support weapon. Now,